The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
Eric's Family Barbecue has arrived and is simply the best barbecue in Arizona. Come satisfy your taste buds with meats that are smoked over mesquite wood and sides that are made with fresh ingredients and tons of love. They have the best, juiciest brisket, pulled pork, rib sausage, turkey, or everyone's favorite, the Pitmaster Sampler that includes all the meat and 4 sides. Mac and cheese, potato salad, coleslaw, corn, or beans, yum. And for dessert, try some creamy banana pudding. Amazing. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip. You won't be sorry. Dine in or take it to go. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more info.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
You've been deceived by an agent of Satan himself. He's evil.
Sitting right here. Come on.
No, he's not. He's not evil. He's just a bit rude.
Good friend of the show here, Steve Trevino.
Good
I like
friend.
saying
You
it.
guys left me in the lobby downstairs.
That's right.
You.
That's how we know we're close.
Like the janitor.
Yeah, we knew you weren't going to bitch, but evidently we're not good
Snyder's
friends.
here.
Yeah, look,
Let's
he's
go.
here, and it just dawned on us that his friend is with us again. And when Steve was
legend,
here
the
last
legend.
time, his buddy is here. I don't even know his name.
Tim,
yeah. Tim. And Tim is also known as Dick Knot. And they explained that 2 years ago when you were here. It's like
it's pretty simple.
Yeah, it's
pretty self-explanatory.
If I had to say, if
like a walkie-talkie.
It's walking and talking.
Right.
Dick Knot, and nobody would ask, what's Dick Knot? And I would ask, what do you think he's called Dick Knot for?
Yeah.
It's because he can do that.
So I meet him 20 years ago in Indianapolis, Indiana. He's the bartender at the comedy club.
Uh-huh.
And I go up to him, I go, hey, man, where do we party around here? And he goes, you don't want to party with me.
Immediately tells you I'm off limits.
Let me tell you
You
something,
don't tell
partner.
me that, right? I'm no.
Challenge accepted.
Bro. Yeah, guy, brah.
Yeah.
So he goes, well, I play rugby for the Indianapolis rugby team. I'm like, all right, tough guy.
You're automatically fighting.
Yeah.
Simple question of where's fun turned into let's fight.
Into a challenge.
We end up at the rugby bar at Connors, and he goes, I'm in charge of getting rid of the yuppies. Right? I go,
does Tim have normal conversations with people? Everything is a threat.
Everything is
a threat or a dick.
Everything is aggressive.
Okay.
Why are you yelling every time? Hey, guy, don't yell so bad. So anyway, we get there, and then, of course, he walks in. He's like the king of the place. And I'm like, all right, something's up, right? This guy has a special skill.
Yeah. What's the
Everybody
deal
knows
here?
him for a reason.
Yes, there's a reason this guy knows. So then these college yuppie kids walk in, and everybody's like, Tim,
Do your job.
Yeah.
He goes over there, drops his pants, and starts doing a balloon animal with his penis.
Okay.
And, well, first he goes up to him, I'll never forget, he goes, you don't belong here. And the kids were like, yeah, we do. Our parents have money, right? And Timmy's like, no, drops his sweatpants.
You don't even say anything like, don't make me show you why you don't belong. You don't even, like, it just goes right to
And they
plan
turn
B.
around and leave, and the bar cheers for Timmy. And I was like, that's going to be my best friend.
and from that day forward, he's done it. And he
Always have a table,
so
no
he
matter
ties
where
it
they
into
go.
knots, and then the people that are threatened by that leave.
Yes.
And then
And
the fun people stick
well,
around.
The funny part is they watch first.
Of course they do.
They don't just
You
leave.
have to.
Like
Yeah.
they,
how
they
can
sit
you not
there because you're kind of
keep
in
your
a,
eyes off
you're in
them?
a trance.
That's a poodle.
You've been hypnotized by Dick Knot.
Next is a giraffe.
Dick Knot hypnotism. It's wizardly.
So, because the world has become the world,
Yes.
my wife has canceled Dick Knot.
As a friend? Like,
No,
are
no,
you
he
still
can
allowed to
still-
have him over and
No,
stuff?
he's allowed over.
Okay.
He's just not allowed to do performances anymore.
Because every guy's got a friend wife that you have to kind of hide.
Yes.
Yeah, like you can hang out with him, but not at the
Right.
house, and he can't just show up with her. Is
Right.
Dick not that guy?
No.
She likes him.
She likes him. She
Okay.
just doesn't want him doing shows after the show.
Right. No more Dick Knot at your work.
Correct. That's
That's
where we're at.
reasonable,
Yes.
really, for most
All right,
performers.
my wife went to bed. Dick Knot.
Yeah,
Show these
it's time.
guys.
It is time.
What is the allotted amount of time after your show ends where Dick Knot is back on fire?
Well, we have what we call Blackout Friday.
Okay.
It is our schedule is Thursday, get into town,
Yep.
rest, wake up, do press, right? Do business Friday, and then Friday is my day off.
Right.
We get Blackout Friday. So usually at the end of Blackout Friday,
Dick Knot.
it's usually Dick Knot.
Okay. Have you tried Dick Knot at home?
Oh, there's no way.
I tried it a little bit. That
Bro,
was
mine
sad.
looks like a toggle on a fur coat. You know those little wooden toggles?
Yep. It's got that twist. You're not sure how to put it in through the loop. Yeah, I got that.
That's what mine looks like.
Mine's a knot to begin with.
I just gave mine. Yeah, mine's just. Mine's like those. What do they call those little the edible knots? Yeah, the little tiny croissant.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
So
those things.
It's impressive.
A garlic knot.
I gave it a tug. Yeah, it's a garlic knot. I tried to.
Yeah, nothing's getting tied in anything.
My nickname would be U-turn. I think that's as far as I can go.
My pubic hair is longer.
Right. I've got some pubes that kind of make the game fun. Well, anyway, good. It's good to see you again, Dick Knott. Welcome back. How do I not remember that immediately?
I don't know.
I looked over and I'm like, there's something.
What about him?
There's something special.
Yeah, and I go, you were here last time.
Did you show him the video, Tim? Did you show
We've seen it. It's okay. We get it.
Yeah.
We get it, Steve.
Well.
Matt's a little pale right now. You saw the video.
Coleman watched it for the first time. Did you enjoy that, Matt? His dick's as big as Coleman. Coleman's only like 5'2". Yeah. Yeah, Jews don't want to see Gentile penises getting the knots. Maybe Germans, but not this. That's not good.
Yeah.
Steve's at the Tempe Improv this weekend, and Dick Knott stands close by in case things get out of hand.
This is the way we promote shows.
Yeah, this is it. You were here.
Wait until you see it tonight.
You were here pre-COVID when we didn't have guests because we weren't allowed to have people. We weren't allowed to see
I didn't
people.
get to hang out with you guys.
And you crushed it. Like the place sold out in 5 minutes.
We did. We sold out very, very quickly.
Yeah.
We've been very lucky, man, and everywhere we go, we sell out. So it's been pretty cool.
And how's your life going since COVID? Did you get it? First of all, did you get it?
I've had it twice.
That's really?
Yes, I had it twice.
You're positive. You're not one of those people that says that. You never went to a doctor.
I had it twice.
Okay.
The second time that I had it, the way I found out I had it is I was sitting down pooping, and I didn't smell it.
That's when you know it's away.
And I was like,
that's also called a decent diet.
I'm like, I'm used to smelling these.
Clearly,
so
you didn't have one.
I told my wife, I go, I have COVID. She's like, how do you know? I'm like, come here. So she comes in the restaurant. She's like, oh my God, why did you call me in here? How do you know you have COVID? I go, because
I can't
your
smell
face.
Because you can't.
I got nothing here.
So there was no doctor involved. You just
No, I went and got tested.
You did.
Yeah, I got tested. And
that was the opposite for me because it was same thing, but it was after 9 days I smelled it. And I almost cried.
Well, you left
I smell my witch's brew.
You left your feces in the toilet for 9 days just as a test?
No, I finally went 9 days later.
Oh, I see.
I just think Brady should be like on the news because he's high risk and he's still here.
That's right. Yeah. We were using his poop as smelling salts for other COVID patients to come out of their mess.
Works like
get
a
them off the intubator. Yeah, it's. I didn't have it, so you had it 2 times.
So I had it in February. Had it in February, and then when Texas opened back up, my wife goes, "Look, if you're going to work, you're going to get tested after you work before you come home."
Well, she's been making you do that for years, but not for COVID.
Yes, not for COVID.
For all sorts.
So
hanging out with Dick Knott and stuff. Yeah, you better get a bump test on the way home.
Get in the tub.
So my doctor goes, "Look, man, I'm not going to keep testing you if you don't have symptoms."
Right.
He goes, and he's like, you said you were sick in February. Why don't I check you for antibodies? We checked for antibodies. I had the antibodies.
Okay.
And then almost 3 or 4 months to the day, I end up not smelling my poop. So then I went back. I had it again. So yeah.
And nothing really bad comes from it. You didn't have anything other than the smell and the taste.
That's it, man. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Because of the media, I was a little scared.
Yeah.
I was a little like, am I dying? Am I going to die? And I watched The Mandalorian. I finished.
You got a lot of TV.
Yeah. I finished Ozark. It was nice.
It's actually a nice break.
And I got the Sopranos in.
My wife would actually serve me. It was not like
she cared for you.
Yeah, she brings stuff to the room.
Isn't it weird?
That's what the wives do?
Yeah.
Oh, they're supposed to. They like when we're dying. You weren't dying hard enough. You needed to die harder to get some food.
Look.
Yeah.
She's like, if I'm going to get this insurance money,
I
want to at least say that I was I footed him.
Ooh, I don't know what that means. Don't foot me, honey.
I served him. Yes, thank you. God,
she hand and footed me while I was ill. For God's sakes, man.
Don't make fun of me on your archaic radio station. What is it, 98? Like I'm over here doing radio.
Yes, and you're succeeding.
It's like owning a typewriter store.
Okay, you'll see. See, this is what Marty did, and that's why you guys got mad. Look what's going on.
Yeah.
Bashing our station
Never
for crying out loud.
No, Matt, they said I could come back.
We'll sell you
Matt,
tickets.
they said I could come back anytime I want.
You got to bring Dick Knott, though. But the wife didn't catch it from you while you were there?
Yeah, she did end up. She also same thing.
It to her as well.
She got it, and it was the scary part is we had just had a baby.
Oh, geez, I didn't know that. During COVID.
We have a COVID baby.
Nice.
Her name is Rona.
Rona Trevino.
Quarantine, Rona Trevino. We did. We have he's 6 months old now. So we had just had a baby. So then my wife ends up with symptoms. Then we got to call the in-laws. But then the in-laws are older. So then we have the in-laws upstairs separated from us.
In the house.
In the house. With the baby. And then, we're masking it, doing the whole thing. But,
Yeah.
I mean, we're
Bubble
good.
couple.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So you guys did have like a shutdown baby.
Yes.
That timeline works back right to when everything was closed.
Well, and I don't know if you saw My Life in Quarantine, the special that I have on Prime. We had a miscarriage.
I didn't know that.
And, man, it was...
It's great for comedy.
Yeah, well, I ended up writing a bit about it because I wanted to talk about it, We had a miscarriage after 6 months of being pregnant, and then I go to the fertility clinic, which, by the way, I don't know if you've been through this nightmare.
No.
Oh, my God.
I had mine chopped off. I don't have any fertility at all.
She's like, here's a cup. We need a sample. And I'm like, all right, I'll bring it tomorrow. She's like, no, now. I'm like now?
Right.
Start baiting.
Yeah, you can go in that restroom over there. And I'm like, you want me to
Yeah.
in the restroom? Here?
Yeah. Don't act like you haven't done it before, sir.
I mean, no, I'm very good at it.
Right.
I just like to do it when other people don't know I'm doing it.
Right.
But
Yeah.
when they request it,
Isn't that
it's
weird?
different.
That is weird because if somebody said go, I love beating off, but if somebody said go do that right now, I'd be like, I don't think.
But you know I'm doing
I don't think
it,
I
right?
like that you're telling me to do that. It's not a command.
So, I turn in the sample, and she goes, in 2 weeks, we'll have your results. And then Corona started.
Wow.
And we stopped thinking about having a baby. We stopped trying to have a baby. And then all of a sudden, my wife's like, I'm pregnant. I'm like, okay, well, that was awesome. I guess it works.
Your fertility test was a plus.
Thanks for putting me through.
All that. I had to bring my cup in after my vasectomy because you have to beat into the
They got to
thing.
make sure. Yeah.
And the facility, I've told this story several times. I didn't know. It was, they said 32nd Street and Camelback at the health lab, blah, blah, blah. It's inside the Safeway. So I have to
grocery
walk
store.
into Safeway
Right.
with a cup of my own stuff, like wandering around in front of these ladies shopping going,
Well,
Right next to the Dannon.
I'm walking into
yeah.
it. I'm
Ladies are
walking
tasting
in.
it.
Yeah.
Oikos.
Ooh, delicious.
Cam Newton was right. That was great.
Little Pantene for my hair. I walked in, and then as I'm walking out with my cup, the doctor goes, I need all of it. I'm like, what does that mean? So now I'm like squeezing it out like I'm trying to get the last bit of ketchup out of a ketchup packet.
Pounding the bottom?
Yeah, I'm like straining it out of the...
You have a little 57 on your dick? That's great.
Rolling up like toothpaste.
Oh, man.
Well, but they don't give you any help. There's no magazines. There's not. I'm in a restroom.
I had heard
And you're just
had
in a
magazines.
clinical restroom.
Yeah.
You just got to figure it out.
And-
Well, that's what the phone's for.
Well, yeah, but then I get a text message from my mother-in-law.
Oh, that's the worst.
Like, how's it going? I'm like, it's not. I'm starting over.
You're like, can you do me a favor? FaceTime me. I'm doing
Yeah.
something right now.
Hey, Ma. Hey, Ma.
Do me if I don't want to look at your eyes. Turn around. Turn around. Oh, that's
You
right.
kind of look like my wife.
Yeah,
Ma.
I'm masturbating to the future. I got to get used to this eventually.
I'm masturbating to the future.
It's like a time machine, that little FaceTime with mother-in-law.
If that doesn't make best of that's hilarious. You're doing a great job over there, by the way.
Yeah, Brad's
As always.
killing it. He's good. He's a good audience. He's a good
You
audience.
thought of like 4 jokes.
He's sending them to me. Yeah, I got a computer. He writes them all. I don't have anything.
There is another guy in here, by the way.
Yeah, his name is Brett. He's you know what? He's congenial.
He's very congenial.
Yeah, that's what
right.
we like about him.
Shook my hand. Very
That's
nice.
right. He said hello, and then he sat back and he enjoyed the show.
Offered
That's
nothing.
exactly right. And that's what we pay him to do.
You don't want to get on the bad side
That's
of
right.
Brett, though.
He's Italian.
Oh,
He's our
one of
dick
those?
knot. He kind of
Oh,
hangs
I knew
around.
he's Italian. His eyebrows are connected.
He's Snuffleupagus, for God's sake.
Of course he's Italian.
Steve Trevino
Connected to his hair, to his ear hair, to his back hair.
to his wife's hairy face. Tempe Improv is where Steve is.
Oh,
And,
yeah, I'm doing a show this
That's
weekend.
right. And there's tickets still available, but they're going fast. TempeImprov.com. So what did you learn from COVID? Did you pick up an instrument? Did you learn a language? What did you do with your time?
Jiu-jitsu.
Did you learn jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
All of it?
Not all of it.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I had started doing jiu-jitsu because my son is in it.
Okay.
And then the instructor told, I go, how come these dads get to work with the kids? And they go, well, they're students here.
Yeah.
And if you get to a certain level, then you can teach the kids. So I want to be able to coach my son. So I started doing private lessons.
How old is he?
To catch up. He's 5.5.
Oh, okay.
So I started it before COVID, and then COVID happened, and then I called the guy up, and I'm like, what if we did private? What if I hired you to come to my house? And I've been doing it now for almost 2 years.
Awesome.
Cobra Steve.
And you feel like
Dojo.
COVID made you better at it.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Isn't that great?
the other day I'm hosting an event at Loretta Lynn's ranch in Tennessee, and there was a domestic dispute.
Did you just call our station a typewriter?
Yeah. I'm talking about
You
Loretta
hang out
Lynn.
at Loretta Lynn's house, and you drop that name.
Yeah,
Boom.
but it's different than a radio.
Huge. Look out.
By the way, the back of her head.
Right. Oh,
But
man.
I'm on the radio because I'm a host. I have to listen, and then all of a sudden, on the walkie-talkie, and all of a sudden I hear, "Oh, we got a domestic issue over here. Can you guys come over here?" I'm like, "Oh, I gotta go. I got skills.
Right.
I
Get
guess my
jujitsu
first
there.
time.
Choke people out.
Trying to
Like I
step
can.
up.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's exciting, isn't
I
it?
go over there. Oh, it was awesome. And then the all the cowboys show up, like real cowboys that work her ranch, and I'm like, I don't think they're gonna need me.
Yeah. The real guys. They handle stuff.
They got like cowboy boots and a.
We had a
Stetson
Christmas
hat.
party, and one of our employees got mouthy and started touching girls and then saying the N-word a lot.
No.
At our Christmas party. And I had just learned how to do
Choke-age?
chokes, lots of different types of chokes. And they're like, we got to take care of him. So we get him over to the other side of the place we're at, and he starts calling the people who aren't at our Christmas party N-words.
Wow.
And he lost his mind. Drunken, lost his mind. I'm like, we're going to have to put him to sleep. And
He went
dying.
full Hunter Biden's son.
Yeah, exactly.
Hunter
He went
Biden,
full,
yeah.
It was Biden Jr. language. It was like he was reading
Without the money.
transcripts of the laptop. And so I start to choke him, and then this girl's like, stop. So I take him almost to the brink. And then he comes back and goes, come on, what are you doing? N-word. Like, we got to drop him. We got to take him. So I do it again.
He's gotta go down.
I start doing it again. We got to sleep you. And then stop doing that. And he comes. I find out that the more you like take people to the end and bring them back, you carry him,
worse.
you'll kill him. And then we threw him in the back of an
them
Uber.
off.
And the best thing to do is to cut a guy's circulation off and kill the
Right.
carotid, and then throw him into a lift and watch the driver go, no, I'm not doing this.
You're like, no, you got the trip.
Yeah, it's covered on the thing.
Yeah.
If this wakes up, you don't take him where he wants to go.
And by the way, I'm giving you 5 stars, buddy.
Yeah, you're getting a good review here.
Get a
But
good
yeah,
review.
it is fun because when you learn to choke people out, it's hard not to want to.
Oh, I was excited.
Yeah,
I was
it's
over there
thrilling.
like, if y'all need me,
Yeah.
if y'all could put a mat down right here and put a gi on that guy, can you?
A gi choke is cake.
Can you please put a gi on him?
grapple,
I got
please.
mine in the car. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back. Oh. What was the violence at Loretta Lynn's ranch?
Some dude was beating on his girl.
Of course, but I mean, what was the
it's
issue?
Tennessee.
It's Loretta Lynn's ranch. That's
It's
I mean,
part of the course.
Just
part
wasn't
of
listening.
It was part of coal miner's
They all
daughter.
volunteer. They all talk. Okay, who's
Who's going to beat up Loretta?
going to beat up their wife tonight? Man, I want to hang tonight. Can
It's
I?
your day in the barrel, Dan.
Hey, we hadn't hit Loretta yet. It's 5 o'clock.
Man, I haven't beat on my wife in a while.
It's been a long while.
I'm a shotgun. Shotgun on beating
I've
wife.
had a couple drinks. I want to be responsible. Somebody drive me over so I can knock my wife around a little bit. Yeah, Loretta. What is Loretta Lynn's ranch?
She owns. What if you're into motocross? It is. They call it the.
Didn't expect that.
It is the stop in motocross before you go to the national championships.
Loretta Lynn's house?
Yes, they call it the road to Loretta's.
The Mud Ranch.
Yeah.
They do?
Yes. So in August, there's a huge motocross race there to find out who's going to be the national champion.
At her house.
At her, she has like 7,000 acres. She bought
Is
this.
there a stadium there?
It's a tiny ranch.
It's not a stadium.
Like motocross happens in
outside.
stadiums.
No, God, you're so white.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, this is like
Are you that
bootlegging.
city? Are you that city?
Yes.
You do stuff outside?
Motocross.
What are they doing?
For championships. Is
I mean,
that
I
the
know
LA Coliseum?
I know here nobody does anything outside.
No, but I mean, when it comes to town, it's like, Sunday, motocross at
Well,
the ballpark.
Well, they'll do the arena things, but
How
they're-
do you know? Don't defend it. Like, don't act like you're in on this.
have
I'm
a
talking
track
Loretta
on
Lynn's
Dude,
friend.
I've been in the mud.
Yeah,
plenty.
Brady's starting to answer the questions about motocross. The bikes couldn't handle you.
But yes,
I didn't
they have,
know that
they have
did.
this huge thing outside, and they do different events throughout the year on this huge
No
ranch,
kidding.
and they have cabins and.
Is it
and
attended
barbecue.
or is it like?
It's a legit
Yeah.
thing, man.
Look at that. I had no idea. Road to Loretta's.
Yeah.
I thought it was all just done in stadiums and stuff. This is just outdoor hillbilly.
Yeah,
cycling.
so she bought the town. See, that's a mill. That's
Wow.
across the street from her. Across the street.
How
from
did
her
you get
house.
to know the Lynns?
I got invited to an event for her about 4 years ago, and then it turns out that all her family lives and works on the ranch, and then I became very good friends with the ranch
Is she still
manager,
around?
who's her grandchild. Yeah,
She's still here, right?
She's
like
still
100
hanging
years
out.
old.
Yeah,
Have you
she's
met
still-
Loretta?
I did. She kissed my son on the lips.
They have no barriers with age.
Yeah, she doesn't.
The
know
hillbillies
that.
just start making out with everybody.
My favorite part is every time I talk to Loretta, she goes, Doolittle Lynn, who's her husband.
Right.
He was the honky tonker. And I told my wife goes, what does she mean honky tonker? I go, that's old fashioned for he cheated on her.
And he was a drunk.
And he was a drunk, yeah.
He was a drunk who slept with all of it.
And I'm like, God, those are the good old days. You could cheat on your wife, go to
just
the
get
bars,
the nickname.
and then they just call you honky tonker. That's how he is.
I would put it on my business card. I'm a honky tonker.
I know you.
What I do.
She's like, I never liked Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, he was Tommy Lee Jones. Was Doolittle.
Doolittle,
Right?
yeah, and Coal
That's
Miner's
right.
Daughter. So
I forgot about that.
I would get a card that says honky tonker.
Yeah.
Babe, that's who I am.
I do.
That's
I'm
what
a
I'm a
honky tonker. I mean, you can't take that out of a man.
So
By the way, my friend's going to tie his dick in a knot now. He also honky tonks on Friday.
Yeah. So, Whiskey Meyer, you guys know who those guys are?
No.
Oh, you should.
Is it a country band?
Well, they're Southern rock country, but you got to check them out.
Because if it's country music, I have an IQ way past 85, so I don't listen.
These guys rock.
Okay.
I mean,
like
rock.
the rock stuff.
So when I met those guys and I told them the story about the honky tonker, now we have a thing where we text. And he's like, because they're on the road, I'm on the road. Like, any sightings of Doolittle?
Doolittle honky tonk.
Oh, Doolittle's out here honky tonk.
Doo's dead, right?
Yeah, Doo's dead.
Oh, okay.
Well, when you honky tonk,
You don't live long when you're honky tonk.
you don't last as long as
heart,
Loretta.
a lot of pressure and guilt.
Loretta.
There's a lot. Loretta.
Oh,
putting all the
Loretta.
heat on you.
Oh, and she would say that. Well, sometimes he'd be gone for 2-3 days, but he'd always make church. Bro, and you know how hard it is not to lose it when she's straight up telling you.
Yeah.
Like, no, I mean, he would do this.
He's hosing somebody else for 3 days, but he had to get right with
But
God.
he never missed church. He never missed church.
Makes him a good man.
I like
Yeah, aren't those
Doolittle
the
Lynn.
good old days when you could just tell your wife, I'm going to be there at church.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
I'll see you Sunday.
See you Sunday.
Do not smell my hands at church.
Peace be with you.
Yeah, peace, and also with you.
And also with
you.
You get that on Wednesday. See you Sunday.
And so Loretta, did you have to ask her what honky tonkin' was?
No, I knew.
You knew the whole time.
I'm from Texas. I'm
Okay,
like,
so
yeah.
honky
My
tonkin'
dad's
is-
a honky tonker.
Was your dad a honky tonker as well? Okay, I didn't know.
I remember partying with like my dad. You always wonder where your dad goes. You're like, where's my dad go? Like, it must be awesome.
Honky tonkin'.
And then when I was like 16, he took me, and I'm like, this place, like this is a horrible place. Then you meet his girlfriend, and you're like, Dad, what? Like, and
He
then
introduced you to his girlfriend?
well, and then your uncles are like, hey, if Steve doesn't know how to party,
It's about time. It's about time you learn. You're
hey,
16.
don't bring him out.
Honky tonkers take their children to their girlfriend's house?
Yeah.
That
Well,
seems insane.
The bar where
she is.
Yeah.
And then you put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, and you're
because
like-
your uncles tell you.
you're like, wait a minute, like,
How about that?
who's this chick?
Do
and-
Wall Street guys call that honky tonkin'?
I don't think they do.
I don't either. I think
they just call it politics.
I'm an infidel. Yeah, they're the Democrats and Republicans. That makes tons of
they're
sense.
just politicians.
Wow. I had no idea about any of this Loretta Lynn stuff.
That's hedge funding.
And the events they have there. I was at a Jeep event. Jeep people are nuts.
I'm a Jeep.
Dude, you got to come to this thing. 7 miles of off-road trails.
Loretta Lynn's Jeep ranch.
Is it Loretta's again?
Yes.
Jesus, what's going on over there?
She has 7,000 acres.
Like she's got a stomper track for
And then
her.
they
Make it up
did
to that honky tonk.
and then they do like the climb up the mountain. Like all the Jeeps
Like straight up a mountain.
straight
It's
up a
crazy.
mountain.
Yeah, that's what Jeeps do.
Obstacle course they have.
That
Mud
sounds
bog.
great.
It was unbelievable.
Well,
It was
get me in
awesome.
on this, Steve.
Let's
do
go.
this. I'll duck you in the Jeep. We'll go
Next year, Father's Day weekend.
We'll
baby,
sing some
me and
Dua
you.
Lipa in the Jeep, and
Yeah,
we'll
get
start
Timmy to
doing.
tie his dick.
Tim with a
He can
special
wench it
feature.
out of there with his dong.
Well, honky tonk.
Well, honky tonk all weekend. We're at Loretta's house. I think it's legal there, right? I think it's okay. So Loretta, does she still honky tonk herself?
No, she's pretty rough, man.
Yeah,
she had a stroke.
That's right.
3 years ago, maybe.
So
and-
she's not riding the bike anymore.
No more.
No, she's not
She was on.
motorized.
She was on the Peloton,
Right.
and
And it
under
happened.
Loretti. If you find little
ready.
Come on, Loretti.
come on, Loretti.
How about that? And you got hooked up with Loretta Lynn in
Yeah, and
what way? Like, how does that I don't even know how that happens.
well, I get hired as a comedian to host, and then I hit it off with the family, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Hey, you're family." I'm
Who
like,
else
"All
do you
right."
have in this? Because that's a weird one.
That is a weird.
You're the
one.
first person in 20 years on the show. It's like I'm friends with Loretta Lynn.
Well, and to be completely honest, it was. I would watch Coal Miner's Daughter all the time.
Great movie.
I grew up very podunk. I grew up in a farming town.
You related to it.
More than you know.
Yeah.
Like, it made me feel like, oh, I can do it.
Yeah,
I lived in
if-
West
if-
Virginia for 2
yeah.
years. So
I'm sorry.
that movie, I know. And I was like 8 when that movie came out, and we were there.
Right.
So I knew these people.
So to meet her and to be on the ranch and to see this house that was on the movie, it means the world to me. I mean, it's one of those.
That's cool.
And I've never been starstruck.
No.
But with her, I was.
He's
It's
iconic,
weird, and
for
there's
sure.
because I don't get starstruck either. And
But
I've
it was-
I've been hit by a couple. Muhammad Ali and Harrison Ford were the two of them.
Yeah. And you're like, oh my God, right?
that's
so
your-
and they bring her in, and then she goes, all my family is going to sing Coal Miner's Daughter on stage Sunday night. Steve, we want you and your wife and your kid to join us. And I'm like,
on stage?
Yeah, on stage. Yeah, it was.
You know how that would have been great?
It was awesome.
Like,
I was
you
almost
got to
in
do
tears.
it?
Yeah.
Do you know the words to Coal Mine
Oh, yeah.
top to bottom?
Well, she didn't, but I did. she was full Joe Biden on
Isn't
stage.
Isn't it great, though, that you never knew your career you'd be on stage?
It was like Weekend at Bernie's, bro. They bring her out, someone in her arms. You know?
And the crowds are going to go, why is the help moving Loretta around so much? And Steve's
His arms are too short. He can't move her arms.
Steve's too close to the mic. I was born a coal miner's daughter.
How did I get an accent like that?
Because that's what they heard. That's what they heard.
That's what you guys hear.
Hillbilly, that's what
when
we
I
hear.
Talk, you guys hear.
Like in your ears, you hear total normal Texas. What we hear is like, oh, chips and salsa.
Hey, bro.
We have a problem.
Hey, bro, I never smoked no weed like that in my life, bro.
Steve Trevino is at the Tempe Improv.
Yes.
All weekend long. You got 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow. I guess not Sunday. You're not doing Sunday.
No
Good.
Sunday.
That means success.
Blackout
in comedy.
Friday.
I'm a honky tonker. I got
That's
to be
right.
at church on Sunday.
At church. It works out that way. Steve, leave us with words of wisdom.
You guys are kicking me out already?
Yeah, you got to go.
Spatula, bro.
Get out. He remembers. Spatula. Yeah, well, we kept you for a long time. What else you got?
I'm just giving you a hard time.
I know.
I
thought
I'm
you
happy
were done.
to get out of here. Well,
It started to see it's radio. What are you going to go?
Yeah, well,
You're going to go type and use a printing press?
Send out a telegram.
Can you
Rest of the
talk
day?
about the TV show you're working on?
Oh.
Yeah, we're working on the new special will be coming out soon. It's called I Speak Wife. I'm very excited about it. And then we're working on a reality show where we take couples, put them on in a house, and I give them. They're all engaged, and I give them marital challenges to see who can make. For
instance,
like where they have to decide who's going to put the swing set together.
Oh God, that's horrible.
And then get them to do that, and then test their patience and their relationship.
See if they make it.
Yeah.
See if they
Find
can
out
make
if
it.
they're
Yeah.
qualified.
My goodness.
So that's the reality show that we're working on right now. That's the world we live in.
That's it.
You know,
that's not bad.
I'd love a sitcom, but I'm Mexican.
What does that mean?
We're not allowed to have them. We're not allowed to be on TV.
Says who?
Well, there's been one.
Right, and it was terrible. So we're not going to give you a second chance.
That's my point.
Yeah, I see what you're saying now.
Thanks, George.
Yeah, but it was way back. I mean, we had.
Now you laugh.
Yeah, I love that.
guy
Anything
doesn't
racial,
talk.
I'm in on.
This guy doesn't talk at all.
Yeah. Oh, you start talking about like keeping people out of stuff. He's happy. I told you he's Italian. AKA Pablo, the George Lopez show.
Yep, Cristela.
Cristela was a big one. The Mexican One Day at a Time.
Yep. Cuban. Not everybody's Mexican.
We don't know.
It's all the same. It's all the same.
We don't know.
I know you're in Phoenix.
We didn't know. We didn't know.
You guys only get one flavor here.
Was it Cuban?
Yeah, the One Day at a Time was.
It
yeah.
was?
Yeah.
You'd still done it, though.
Sure.
You'd have been Schneider on that.
I've been happy to be.
Yeah.
I just want to be on TV.
Well, I want you to get a show then. What would
Hopefully
your
someday.
sitcom be?
I don't know. I mean, me, my wife, the stories I tell on stage.
There's never been like a Hispanic version or a Latinx, I'm sorry.
Well, who knows what it is?
Latinx
I don't know what
Cosby
we are.
show. Like a Latinx Cosby.
I'm not going to be Cosby.
Yeah, I think you should be the next Cosby.
Maybe a reality show, Life with Loretta.
But I mean, yes, Live with Loretta, the second coming of Tonker. That means Loretta, I'm gonna be gone for 3 days,
Honky-tonker
Oh, I think
training.
that's fantastic.
and then I'll go to church with you on Sunday. That's,
Church by Sunday, it's called. No matter what happens the first 6 days, we'll get there on Sunday. Well, good. Well, I want you to have that.
hopefully someday.
Well, then
I'm
let's
excited.
make that happen now.
You
have all the ideas.
Your lips to God's ears.
Let's do it. I'm all in. Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
And then do not ask Timmy tonight to tighten a knot.
Do, absolutely.
The wife
If
has
you see-
said
Yeah.
that show is over.
And for those of you who don't, if you don't know, Timmy is like Bill Cower and John Stockton shorts.
We're in,
That's it. It's just basically what we're looking at.
we're in Portland, Indiana. I get hired to do the show. We go to the one bar that's there, pack it in, right? And the owner of the bar comes up to me. He's like, "Did you bring all these people to my bar?" And I go, "Yes, I did." And so we start talking, and we start talking about Timmy. And he goes, "He can do what?" And I go, "Oh, yeah." He goes, "He has to do it tonight." I go, "Man, I don't want to get kicked out." He's like, "It's my bar.
Yeah, you're not getting kicked out.
Put him on stage." So
Oh,
Timmy jumps on bar, and people start clapping because they don't know what he's going to do. And then as soon as he drops his pants, everybody takes like 7. You want to talk about social distance? Everybody takes 7 feet back. Timmy pulls it out, ties it in a knot, and then before you know it, there's 15 shots lined up for Timmy.
For Tim. Yeah.
He drinks them all, and that was the invention of Blackout Friday.
Does he keep it tied in a knot the rest of the night?
No, I think he unties
You have to
it.
untie
Yeah.
it. Have you ever tried to pee with it tied? You should. That would be neat.
Well, the hard part is
what? Coleman, what's wrong with that? That would be a neat trick.
He always,
my next trick.
Like a crazy
this is old
straw.
now.
He always asks for volunteers to put a finger in it. You know, because you need a finger
In
to,
it?
to tie it. You know?
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah,
Like to
the
do the
hole
bow.
that's-
Yeah.
To do the bow.
I thought you meant like do a
Can you
little.
put your finger here to do the bow?
Yeah, I mean, after a while, it's like, we've seen that. Now what do you got? I think trying to pee with it would
Well,
be
we did
amazing.
have one guy that beat him at a motorcycle rally. We had a show going on. It was a
He
late
did a
night.
noose.
Well, no, the guy pulled it out and licked the head.
Oh, goodness. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
the next level.
Yeah, and then Timmy cried and left.
Yeah, the only thing I could do is...
What just happened?
I would
No,
have
really,
to-
Timmy had never been beaten, and when that dude did that, it crushed him.
Topped it.
the only thing I could do is pull mine out and lick Timmy's. That was the closest I could go to winning that contest. But I think Tim would cry again
Yes.
on that moment.
All right,
Loretta
then-
Lynn certainly would.
I should have left.
Yeah, I told you.
You told me to leave.
I told you. Give me words of wisdom. And you went on and on about
Yeah,
some
we-
show nobody's going to
We had
watch.
it going. Words of
That's
wisdom.
it. Yeah, anything at all.
I
Give
don't
the
have
world
any
something.
words.
You don't have
I
anything? Nothing?
I mean, all I can say is work hard and never quit.
Those are words of wisdom.
That's it.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
Steve
that's what I tell
Trevino.
my son every day.
That's right, and he's going to do it. And jiu-jitsu is his option if you disagree with that.
Yeah.
He'll take you down. Tempe Improv this weekend, TempeImprov.com. Steve, always a pleasure. It's 98 KUPD.
Thanks, fellas.
98.
Oh my gosh.
98.
Shut the front door.
KUPD.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.